Hi. All right, so I've been trying to post some reviews and reactions to anime for a long time, but why not start with Jujutsukaisen? All right, so we got some bullet points, we got some things we gotta say, we got some favorites, we got some not so favorites going on, favorite moments, all that. Bullet points are first impressions of the anime, favorite moment, favorite characters, favorite quote, favorite fights, favorite thing, quirks about the show that I like, things that are oddball, stand out, like stuff like that. Gripes and grievances, because every anime has them. Lord Jesus. Some people will go to Naruto for the filler. Some people will skip the entire anime just to get to what's actually going on in the main story. With Jujutsu Kaisen, that's not really a thing I've seen. Final thoughts, impression, whatever. Do I like it? Yes, I do like it. Surprisingly, because I was not planning on watching this at all whatsoever. A lot of people have been trying to get me onto it because it's new and it's, it's one of the modern animes made for Gen Z. They got phones and everything. I get it. It makes sense. That's one thing about this anime I will say is that it's so modern. It's almost weird because I'm used to Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, where like they're not. Well, I will say in Hunter x Hunter they do have like phones and everything, but Attack on Titan and Naruto and like Dragon Ball Z, like they don't just be like, oh, pick up your phone and I'll text you like that. They be doing that in this anime. I'm just like, dog, it's so weird. I'll just read what I said. Don't immediately hate the main character, Yuji Itadori. Don't hate him. What else did I say? Actually believe his motivations and love for his grandfather. When you first get onto the anime, you see Itadori. This is spoilers, obviously spoilers. You believe his motivations. You believe that his love for his grandfather is real. It's not rushed through. Even though it's not even that long of a scene. It's like 8 minutes of a scene where his grandfather is literally about to die. And you don't think he's about to die. They're talking like, how you would with your grandfather if you were like really, really cool with him. You would sit down and talk to him, like, and death wouldn't not be on the subject. But if it does come up, you're comfortable to talk with your grandfather, hopefully. And he is. So when that happens, it's like, damn, you really felt that, because they were just having a normal ass conversation. And he didn't think that was going to be the last thing he said to him. So I believe his motivations. I don't think he's out here faking it. He's not out here on some wild, ridiculous quest yet. But, he's just being himself. So I like it. Favorite characters. I mean, no.
Needle flakes.
What was next? Favorite moment.
Salmon roe.
My favorite moment in this anime, hands down, by far, is the My sword has been taken away from me. That shit had me rolling. That's my favorite moment, when Miwa gets her sword taken away from Maki. Like, in fighting anime, you think that they're just gonna fight, boom, 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 until somebody gets knocked down and knocked out. Nah, she literally took her sword and she was like, damn, I really can't do nothing without this sword. Like, that's it, that's a wrap. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm just sitting here. And then she answers the phone. Useless Miwa here. It's like, god damn. Oh my lord. So that was my favorite moment. I love that shit. Favorite characters, drum roll. I usually just have one favorite character, but we're gonna have a top 4 because I haven't narrowed. This has only been one season, only been 24 episodes. Give me some slack. What is this boy's name? Imanaki. The dude that beat Bonito Flakes, Salmon Roe. I love that man, bro. I love him. I don't know why. He like cuts through everything, dog. Like it. I don't even have anybody to really compare him to. There is people kind of like him who don't say anything, but like he says things, but like when you get what he's saying, it's almost like a group situation in Marvel where Groot says something like you can kind of understand, but Raccoon is the only one that can really understand him. I don't even think he really be understanding him, but there's people in the world that understand him, and that's all you really need. But it's funny to hear him, and also it's like you almost build your own kind of language with him. Like I love that shit. I love those type of oddball characters. Number 3, Nobara Kugisaki. Now, usually these type of characters, there's these righteous and like almost pompous type characters I don't like, but Nobara, like, it's something about her, dog. I don't know if it's her technique and how she becomes versatile with it throughout the show and progresses and grows because of that versatility, and like it doesn't limit her. And in the beginning it does. In the beginning of the show it does, and I'm just like, why would she pick a technique like that? But then she pulls out the called nail of perseverance or whatever, and then she doesn't have to be near you. It can be long range, medium range, and close range. She's not very good at close range, but still, like, dog, like, it was when I think I started liking her for real when she was fighting that old girl that was with the flying broom. Yes, when she was flying with the broom, that was when I liked Nobara. When she showed that even though she could fly, all I gotta do is get up to you basically and touch you, and that's about it, and it's a wrap. And it's also like things that she stood for and everything that she said. She was like, oh, well, women sorcerers got to be like this, and they got to do like that, and then they're gonna be like this if they act like this, if they don't look right, they ain't pretty and strong. She's like, bruh, I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I love myself. I don't give a damn about your opinion, their opinion, the men's opinion. I know I'm strong. So you gonna fight or what? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's Nobara. Like, that's why I like Nobara. Number 2, Maki Zenin. Maki Zenin. She was close to being number 1. She's very close to being number 1 just because of the shit that she had to go through, like, dog. And then she made herself amazingly good at something without the recognition. But everybody in the whole world knows that she's fucking raw. And she's on point. And she's really sharp with her technique. But obviously her family name, you know, they don't accept her for who she is. And she doesn't let that, like, it's just something about, she's just so, it's almost to where she's cold, but she's just honest. She's honest, stern, and she's to the point. And she's going to make her point, and she's going to be there, and she's going to be present, and she's going to make herself heard. And that's what I love about Maki. Like, she don't fuck off, bro. She gonna fight. You gonna see Maki. You gonna see Maki. And number 1, Megumi Fushiguro. I didn't see this one coming at all whatsoever. I didn't think nothing of this man when I first saw him. But I'm gonna tell y'all the moment. There's always a moment for me. Let me tell y'all the moment. This kind of coincides with like my favorite quote, but you know what? We're just gonna go into the favorite quote and then I'll explain to you why. My favorite quote in the anime so far is what Gojo said to Megumi when he was about to fight his first special grade one-on-one. He didn't say that, but it was like a flashback, whatever. He flashed back to what Gojo said to him, and he said, be greedier. Why did you go for the bunt when you had another person on base? Were you just trying to get them to second base? And then you're going to get yourself out just to get them to second base? Like, dog, do you not know who you are? Like, you know you're strong, but you refuse to go for the big home run because you feel like you want to be safe. You want to be conservative. You want to hold out your stamina for later. Maybe you might need it, maybe not. You might be dead later. You see other people going for the home run. He said himself, I go for the home run every time. Because I might not be here later. I might not have mistakes to go back and look on. Because people's techniques out here, if you don't know them, it's a wrap sometimes because you just don't know. You might just be a bad matchup for people. Shit. Nobara be matching up with people that she is nowhere near should be fighting against. But she matches up well with them, and it's a great 1v1 because they don't know her technique, and two, it's a surprise to everybody that she doesn't need to be near you in order for her technique to, like, it's certain things like that. Be greedier. I just resonated with that so much. And when he hit that domain, I was like, no! No! That is beyond aggressive. That man was on bump. He took out that special grade, bruh. Oh my god. It was an incomplete domain. It was incomplete. But, oh my god. The build up to that was just everything. That is character development. That's what I want. That's my favorite character so far. Can it change? Yes. I'm very malleable with shows. Even my first impressions. Can it change? Yes. So, we move on. Favorite fights. Nobara versus her special grade. And Yuji was there too. Like I said, Nobara, when she matches up with people and they don't know her technique, it's so interesting to see like it fold out because she doesn't have much. And she doesn't have a whole bunch of exuberant amount of powers like everybody else. All she got is that hammer, that little hammer, and those little ass nails. And it's like, you don't expect that to be out here taking out special grades. Like, what the fuck? I can tell when at the end, when they were like, we need to look at Nobara Kugasaki because she out here taking out special grades with a little hammer and the nails. I'm like, dog, just the nuance of that fight. And she just stood there and she was like, oh, they were gonna run out of time. And she had to go like fight them, but she didn't have to because they already linked themselves to her. And as long as she has those nails and she's tough, she's gonna be a problem. So that was my third favorite. That was my third favorite fight. Second favorite fight, Megami and that special grade. That build up, that talk with Gojo, you'd be like, why are you out here saving these people? Why are you out here sparing these hoes? Fuck these niggas up! What is wrong with you? We ain't got time out here. Stop playing it safe. Go be great. Be greedier. You deserve it. Number one. My number one favorite fight so far, unfortunately, because I hate picking the goddamn main characters, Yuji Itadori and Namina versus Mahito. Dog. I don't like picking main characters because, like, obviously, look, Phaeton, like, I like picking oddball characters because I relate more to them because they don't have plot armor. They could die at any moment off some bullshit, and that's what be getting me pissed. That's why I hate main characters. But when Yuji was fighting Mahito, I was sitting there. That was the moment I started to like Itadori. And I was like, okay, is this anime really going to catch me or is it not? Because when the fight didn't really even start until when the friend Tuna got touched by Mahito and ended up pretty much dying, or at least Itadori thought he was dead. I was like, on some John Travolta shit, like, what you gonna do? I was like, are you gonna do something about it? What are you gonna do, Itadori? Like, Your best friend just died right in front of you. I was like, I literally said out of my mouth, I was like, show me something. Give me a reason to watch this anime, to keep watching this anime. So I'm like everybody else but you. And you're the main character. I'm not saying not but you, but like I just need him to show me something. Show me something. And that motherfucker had a gone freaks moment. I thought the hell was gonna cascade in the fucking caverns under the fucking the school and just everything was just gonna be under lava. Like the hell was gonna fucking just burst onto the scene. He's gonna open a domain or some shit. He didn't, but like that's when he won me over. I was like, he showed me something. He showed me something. And then Namina came, and then Namina was teaching him about blah 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 blah, and he was talking to him about domain expansions and all that. That was amazing build up, amazing. It was a reason for him to do it, for him to take that step, because he was sitting here like Gohan, like love and hate. Like I don't want to fight. Oh, that's my friend. Oh, I just can't. He was teetering on Teen Gohan type shit. And I'm just sitting here like, dog, you can have all these things and have all these like sayings and your grandfather's motivation, and that's all cool and dandy until your best friend gets killed in front of you. What are you gonna do? You have to answer that call. And he answered the call. My favorite thing about this anime is the closure thoughts after fights. So here's what I said. Closure thoughts and opinions after fights shows real-time growth and or individual indifference or uncertainty. Never scared to throw in fights to show anime maturity and more balanced scaling of power slash matchups. Love the confidence in itself. Gets not taking itself too seriously just right. Clearly Naruto inspired, but tries hard to avoid same mistakes. When they have a fight that's clearly like crazy and they barely escaped unscathed, they acknowledge it. They come back. The conversations they were having within the fight, everything that happened, it's like they push the envelope by not confronting each other, but just being like, not even in an exasperated way, but just like something that they're conflicted with that happened within the fight or something that's been going on that they've been struggling with, and they're just like, I don't know what to do because I did this and that. And like the perfect example is the Nobara Itadori versus the special grade fight. Like as soon as they finished like that, those blood brothers or whatever, they started talking like for real, like adults. Like it's crazy. Not even like adults, just like friends that would talk after something like that crazy. What happened? And they damn near had a heart to heart. And it's like that happens consistently over and over again. And so I love that. That's my favorite thing. Gripes and grievances. Here's what I wrote. Not many to start with. Cursed energy not very explained in detail regarding the flip side with positive emotions and or energy combating negative emotions and thoughts. Optimism looked at as the enemy to negative energy, aka cursed energy. Little to no warning for big moments or episodes. Lastly, no counter to strongest character. Gojo isn't God. My biggest problem with this anime right now is that they feel like Gojo is the end all be all. That's even Gojo feels like he's the end all be all. Talking about Sukuna, and then but what I did like about that is that it showed his confidence and it showed the anime maturity. Like, nah, I would win. Like, no, I don't care about how much power he gets. I have too much. Like, no, I would win. I'm confident I would win. I like that. But the entire show is geared towards keeping Gojo from doing something, or keeping Gojo away from this area, or keeping Gojo. It's like, I get it, dog. So there's nobody in the whole world that is like fighting. Like they got a whole sister school. Like not nobody in that other school is close to him that can like threaten him. it's really annoying. Maybe, obviously, 24 episodes in, we might see something different. Hopefully we do. Probably we will, because if they don't, it's going to be a problem. Is the whole fucking cursed world gonna just gang up on Gojo? It's like that's my main problem. It's not the biggest problem in the world, but that's my main problem. Gojo isn't God, dog. Like he has vulnerabilities. I just need to see those, you know, show little bit more. Besides the fact that he's hung up on the higher ups and showing them up and everything. He's like, I can kill all the higher ups. It's not even a problem. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I get it. And it's like that. I think they gave him that comic relief type personality to lean you towards like, oh no, we like Gojo because not just because he's the strongest character. He's basically the fucking Hokage of everything, even though he's young as hell. But yeah, they're not really explaining cursed energy. They explain it, but they don't go into detail with it. And it's like you see like them go into detail with like cursed energy and this and these emotions and the hate and the jealousy and the regret and but they don't really go into like love, patience, care, like certain things like they just don't there's no dichotomy of explanation. You're just this is the way things are and this is how everybody's combating it. And that's just the way it is. That's that's final thoughts. Here's what I wrote. Still, don't hate the main. Still, don't hate the main character. Though, don't exactly understand why he breezes through techniques so easily and is so strong. Believe his motivations still drive him, and love that it is not only tested but continues to evolve through people and experience with responsibility and death. I like the fact that Itadori has to implement his beliefs in every single element of the things that he goes through and the people that he meets because that's what happens in real life. Like when you believe something, it's like you go through different stages of life and you go through different parts of the world, it gets tested every single time. And it's like the same people aren't going to feel the same way, or you're going to see things in different perspectives. It's like that's real life. Like you can't. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but you can keep the same, motivations and belief system and everything and go through life and, have the same belief system at the end. But there's no way in hell that it ain't gonna be tested, skewed, tried, and everything under the sun. Just with life and the people that you meet and the people that you lose. And so far, it's been great. So that is my first impressions of Jujutsu Kaisen. I was saying Jutsu Kaisen before, but yep. Let's see for next season. I'm supposed to watch a movie, I think, but it's a prequel, so maybe I'll see more about Gojo. But bye.